Say I'm at New York and yellow cab, Madison, 11 Madison. Here we are. One of the top 10 restaurants in the world, 11 Madison. That's the entrance to 11 Madison. I should say it's a beautiful and energizing restaurant. Lots of powerful essence of flavors and cooking. I'm at 11 Madison and here to have the taster menu for lunch. So just walked in the usual order as I usually do. And that's a table, pretty neat and pretty clean, and a lovely presentation. Yeah, you need to have those defective, just to see the detail of it. Tablecloth is fine, and it's clean, neat, and that's the restaurant. Here at 11 Madison. A nice complimenting welcome here at the restaurant. It's the very first part of the menu is actually quite interesting. It's hidden underneath that envelope, and I would open it with that knife. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So the hotel, nice compliment, nicely presented. So first,
Hello, how are you?
hello, very well indeed.
Good.
Yeah.
I see you're finding
Yes,
your ticket.
that's right. Just
So on the other side are the 4 flavors. I just need you
Fantastic.
to pick
Sherry?
one.
well, I'll pick up the sherry.
Cherry? Okay, so just punch it out.
That's another one of the cheddar cheese and apple savory. It's a chocolate hit. It's got a nice little difference to the flavor. Just that. Here's my second course, and this will be it's quite detailed, the usual way. The pearl spoon, and fork. Yeah, so truly wonderful. Nice presentation, just the usual American style. Yeah. Love it. Pacific surgeon rather than the Caspian sturgeon. And that's caviar and potato. That's the ice cream. It's got a little ice cream on there. Beautiful, beautiful sourced after. Yeah. It's on little eyes, the usual way presentation. Thank you. English peas from Hudson Valley and an egg yolk, which is probably the which has been cooked and scraped. It's well presented. Simple, yet bonito, which is, I think it's the Japanese taste of flavor. It's got the bonito flakes, and that's what it is. Yeah. Just that. Where the bottom coasters.
Celebration of the New York delicatessen. This long-standing history here in the city.
Okay.
When you're bored, rye bread, deli mustard, English peas and ramps, pastrami cured and braised here in the restaurant, and then a cherry soda.
Cherry soda.
To drink along.
Wonderful. Thank you. Wonderfully done. Absolutely nice. It's well presented. And yeah, and that early sequence is revealed here in the New York style soda, and that's what I chose, which is cherry, which is earlier on when I had that secret little ingredient flavor in the card. It's well delivered, well presented. I should say, yeah. Details into all of the details. You have got mustard, you've got peas, you've got all these different flavors of yeah. So Madison's signatures on the bottle. A third of these. And there we go. Cheers. So preparation done pretty much.
Sure, no big deal.
I'm so used to all this. It's a waste, sorry sometimes, because I don't tend to use that much, but I know the scope. I know the scope.
The goal is to make you, kind of white flay. You can't eat it anymore. All right, so the rolls are baked in-house using organic flour from upstate New York, from kind of Kew to Lakes area. And then there's 3 different butter syrups. In the middle is the base butter, which is a Grover cow's milk butter coming from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
On the other 2 are kind of foreshadowing some of the things you'll see later in your meal. So on your right side is the lamb butter. So we use some of the trimmings from the spring lamb, cook it down, whip it with the butter. We do the same thing with the duck on the other side. And the middle sea salt is hand harvested from Amagansett, Long Island.
And enhanced with some
on both of them there's just a little fried rosemary, a little fried thyme on that one, and then it's just a little duck cracklings and lamb cracklings.
So I thought it was pork, duck. I mean, that's usually the case.
Yes.
So
So
a lot of the time.
yeah, so it's duck and lamb, and just and that's a shallot crumble in the middle.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. To go with my foie gras, and yeah.
Course will be.
Okay.
So feel free to thumb through it. It's actually a first edition cookbook.
Okay.
So have fun.
At Waldorf. That's the first edition, or the first cookbook, I would say. And it's lots and lots of recipes and ideas that came right from about 200 years old, so I would say. I think the food's been around for longer than that, I think. And here we are, got the captain, just...
So this is a Waldorf salad.
Waldorf salad, that's right.
Created in 1893 at the Waldorf Hotel, now the Astoria here
Sure.
in New York City. Oscar Shirky was the maitre d' at the time. He was planning a dinner party for 1,500 guests. It was a very large event.
Sure.
And he was concerned that it would take too long to plate and serve so many.
Yeah.
A lettuce salad would wilt. It wouldn't stay crisp and fresh. So he planned a new type of salad with just 3 ingredients. Apples, celery, and mayonnaise.
Okay.
He published it in this book. It's on page 433. If you want to look at it.
Sure. 400
And mixing in some marinated celery root and a little bit of lemon mayonnaise. Yes, 433. This is a first edition Waldorf cookbook.
Waldorf salad.
As you can see, just those 3 ingredients originally. About 20 years later, though, he added walnuts to give it some crunch and texture. So these are candied walnuts. And since that edition, chefs have really made it their own, adding fruits and cheeses. So pickled rhubarb.
That was the original sort of ingredients to go with it.
Yes.
Pickled rhubarb.
Well, no, not original, not at all. Just apples, celery, and mayonnaise.
So
and then 20 years later, walnuts. And since then, it's been whatever you like.
Cheeses, all
Yes.
sorts of things have gone in there.
So this is blue cheese and celery leaves.
Well, bringing a little bit of the New York flavor into 11 Madison's. I think you can't go anything wrong with the Waldorf salad to start with, and that's exactly what we've got here. And
Finished with the top salad, underneath you'll find a soup of celery root and apples, so the same flavors in a different way. There are some garnishes in the spoon mixed into the soup.
okay, wonderful. Thank you for serving. Wonderful. Original Waldorf salad. 20 years later, the walnuts were added to it. Cheeses and all different types of flavors were gone into it, and you got a soup underneath that to the same flavors and taste. Okay. Just underneath that water salad, which is served on the top, we have this soup, which is created very much in the same flavors as the Waldorf salad. As you lift the top, that's how you see the inside of that salad bowl. Nicely done. That's a lobster dish, and you've got this beet that gets really charcoaled and dropped in liquid nitrogen, which explodes into this kind of like almost like charcoal. It's like a rock. Anyway, the lobster is actually from Maine, the state of Maine, up in the northeastern seaboard of the United States. So there we have it. So lobster beet.
Next course, we'll be having asparagus, which has been cooked inside of a pig's bladder with pork
Pig's
broth
bladder, okay.
and truffle.
Okay.
So this is a French technique that was produced by Chef Ferdinand Point, and it's very similar to today's modern sous vide technique of cooking. So everything that's cooked inside of the
When
bladder.
you say sous vide?
Sous vide.
Sous vide,
yes.
that's right.
So everything inside of the pig's bladder is going to be very intense in like truffle, pork, and asparagus. So I'll take this back to the kitchen and finish preparing it for you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for your time, Mr. Cole.
Of course.
Thank you. Wonderful. Excellent. Thank you. We have here black truffles on asparagus. Which is rare, I suppose.
Black truffles? Yeah. Not everywhere.
How rare is it? Is it Italian or is it the locally sourced?
We actually get these.
California?
No. We get them from Italy, but then we use them once we preserve them over the winter. So you kind of season them, you put it down and seal them using that.
They're soaked in oil, I presume, during the seasonal period.
Excuse me?
They're soaked in oil, I presume, during the seasonal period. Once you preserve them in oil. Is that right?
No, we usually leave vacuum seal. So there's two seasons of truffles. You have, which are oftentimes now summer truffles, and those come from Australia. That's a big market for them. They're growing a bunch of truffles now out in China, but no one really trusts those. There's a whole documentary on that recently, and
So there's a little introduction to your entree here. Here's a little chip. So it's a yuzu chip. It's been fried, topped with a lamb consomme, grated lamb shoulder, and basil buds.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you.
This little thing.
Sure. Oh, great. Slow transition. Yes, please, yes.
The wonderful lamb.
Wonderful lamb.
Absolutely. So, prepared three ways, three different parts, I should say. The saddle, the shoulder, as well as a torchon. Sham lettuce, slightly braised onion puree, and a lamb jus.
Lamb jus. Wonderful. The French, and it's delivered in its glory, right?
Of course.
You'll be having a Normandy duck from the Finger Lakes region of New York, and we dry age it for 2 weeks in-house, and then it is rubbed with honey, lavender, and spices, and then roasted. So I'll take this back to the kitchen and carve it up for you.
Thank you for presenting me the actual cooking process.
course,
And,
no problem.
indeed, that's lavender. That's lovely. Is that locally produced?
The lavender? Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you.
Indeed.
The duck breast is roasted with rhubarb and shallots. This is a citrus duck jus. The shallot across the top here has been roasted in its skin for additional flavor. If you want to scoop it out, don't necessarily eat the skin.
It's ganz open. Great. Thank you. Nice. Duck in shots. Colors. 2 weeks roses. everything is in the basket, so I need to unpack it, unravel, and have a bit of fun, I suppose. And there we go.
As you're unpacking, this is a sparkling apple cider.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. This is the French breakfast.
French breakfast.
Almost.
Almost.
No.
Once you finish unpacking entirely, I'll be back to explain.
Certainly, thank you. Some cheese, strawberries, and a pretzel. Beautifully done.
Fresh cow's milk cheese. We make it here in the restaurant with milk from Battenkill Creamery up in Salem, New York. A parsley relish, pickled green strawberries, and then pretzel bread.
Wonderful, thank you. A little transition between the main course and between dessert, is that right?
Well, yes, it's your cheese course. Your cheese course.
Wonderful. Right. This is my continuation of the last course, so dehydrated. So you've got a scientific element to this. So, it's sort of rude. Okay. It's the same cheese in ice cream form, dehydrated. A bit of flambe, I suppose.
In a way.
Thank you.
So this is baked Alaska. It's a dessert that was created at Delmonico's restaurant here in New York City in the 1850s. They made this for Secretary of State William Seward. He was purchasing Alaska from Russia for the United States.
Correct. For
Yes.
quite a cheap price.
Absolutely. So to honor that purchase and that achievement, and also the fact that he was such a loyal guest, and they created this to honor him.
Wonderful.
So you'll see baked Alaska as
Baked
dessert.
Alaska.
Yes, baked Alaska.
Thank you. Baked Alaska. Here we have it, chocolate-coated pretzels. This time, a enhancing experience right in the middle. There we go. That's my granola gift. House-made granola. Wow. Signatures of the signature words, I would say, of 11 Madison. Pretty inspiring, pretty powerful, I should say. Pretty enlightening and empowering for anyone who's actually getting this in their a snapshot of the day. It is what should be of all things human, I would say, and that's great. Credit to Daniel Humm and his team for coming up with some of these collective words that are very essential for the part of the day.